5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. 2 days.
Today I would like to take a look at my official 2012-2013 Winter Outlook that was released on Sunday, November the 18th for the Mid-Atlantic region. I am David Witten with a look at what you can expect for this upcoming winter. We'll first talk about the winter factors going into this winter, and for this winter I am expecting a neutral Eastern Nino Southern Oscillation, and when you have a neutral ENSO, what that means is you don't have a La Nina or an El Nino, and a La Nina is when you have below average temperatures along the equator in the Pacific Ocean, while an El Nino is when you have above average temperatures, and I'm not expecting to see any of that this winter as the surface temperatures along the equator will be average. And unlike last winter where we had a La Nina which caused very little snowfall since we saw a very big warm-up, I am not expecting this going into this winter. However, we will be dealing with a negative North Atlantic oscillation given the factors that I've seen the past 2 months and signals. And what that means is when you have a negative NAO, that is when you see a big area of high pressure set up in Greenland. And when you get a big block in high pressure, that allows for cold air to set up along the eastern seaboard. And that is when you see your big-time snowstorms. And I do see a very favorable pattern going into this winter where I am expecting a negative North Atlantic oscillation. And given that, I am expecting above average precipitation and snowfall with below average temperatures. Now we'll take a look at the month of December, and as far as temperatures, I'm expecting the average mean to be below average by -3 as I'm expecting cold blasts with a very brief warm-up as we head towards the middle of the month. We'll take a look at the precipitation that I'm expecting, and as we head through the month, I expect more coastal storms with a mix of rain and mixed precipitation. However, I do think inland areas will start to see snow by mid-month with the potential for a significant snowstorm by late month, and because of that, I am given a 45% chance of a white Christmas for this upcoming season. We'll take a look at the month of January, and for January, I'm expecting temperatures to be below average by -2, as I'm expecting a brief mild spell mid-month, followed by a very big Arctic blast as we head through late in the month. We'll take a look at the precipitation, and as we head through the course of the month, I am anticipating snow events with mixed precipitation with coastal storms that will continue. But I do think by mid-month we will see a dry spell since that's typical for the month of January. But after that, I do think we are going to go into a very favorable period where we could be talking the potential for a major snowstorm. So that will be certainly something that we need to monitor closely as we head through the month of January. We'll take a look at February, and as far as temperatures, it will be a little warmer, but not by much, as I'm expecting the temperatures to remain below average by -1, as I'm expecting big-time Arctic blasts, followed by a moderation in the temperatures by mid-month, as I do think the temperatures will warm up quite a bit. But we'll take a look at the precipitation, and the first half of the month, I do think we still have the potential for a major snowstorm going into the beginning of the month. However, as the temperatures warm up by mid-month, I do think we could be looking at mixed precipitation, followed by the potential of Alberto Clipper systems and lake effect snows throughout the month as we have that strong northwest flow from the Great Lakes. We'll take a look at the month of March, and for the month of March, I'm expecting a big-time warm-up with above-average temperatures by +1, with very brief cold periods, but early mild spells will occur as I'm expecting an early spring. We'll take a look at the precipitation, and as we head through the month, I'm expecting most of that precipitation to be rain with little snow, as I'm expecting the dry spells to occur. Now, as far as the amount of snowfall that is going to occur for this upcoming winter, we'll take a look at the top 5 cities for the Mid-Atlantic region. And in New York City, your average is about 28 inches, but I'm expecting anywhere between 32 to 37 inches, so that is above average. Philadelphia, where your average is 22 inches, I'm expecting snowfall totals to range between 27 to 32 inches. Baltimore, your average is 21, but this winter expect 22 to 27 inches. Washington, D.C., your average is 17 inches, but expect anywhere between 20 to 25 inches. In Atlantic City, your average is 16, but expect anywhere between 17 to 22 inches. That is all for today. Make sure to follow me on Twitter if you haven't already, as I will have a detailed version of my winter outlook with a week worth of research that has gone into producing this forecast. So make sure to check that out, as it's a very long read, but definitely worth checking out to see all the science behind how I produce the forecast that I am. And that is all for today. For iBlock News, I'm David Witten. Have a great day.